are 6 police precincts in Brooklyn and the Bronx that have the highest incident of gun violence across the city. And Mayor Adams is saying enough is enough. He's coming out with a new blueprint for community safety.
We're going to activate every level of city government because it's a holistic approach, and we're going to prioritize prevention-based approaches to public safety.
The answer to public safety is not locking up as many black and brown people as possible. It's in investing in the communities that have been disinvested for such a long time.
The program will invest more than $480 million in underserved communities for a more holistic approach to the gun violence epidemic. Bain has been on the front line of this fight, not only in his community in Queens, but all over the country, as the founder and CEO of the Community Capacity Development nonprofit group. He joins us this morning with more details about this blueprint. What I'm trying to understand, and welcome, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
There are 20 agencies similar to yours all joining in, right? But how is this different than what the mayor has already addressed?
Well, in your question is an answer. 20 city agencies all working in collaboration. You have the state, so the governor is involved, the mayor. That doesn't happen often where you see them lockstep. There's a lot of differences historically and separation between city and state, but now you have leadership saying, we are going to foster partnership and collaboration. That's different.
But I will tell you, I cover school and education crime a lot within schools, teens carrying guns on the streets. Last summer, during the pandemic especially, we saw gun violence among teens, children I would call them, at an all-time high. He got nonprofits from across the city all together to say, we're going to go out during dismissal, we're going to watch the streets. They all collaborate together. How is this different than that?
Man, I mean, so when you see the chancellor of DOE, when you see DYCD commissioners, people who work often in silos under one leadership saying we're going to have accountability, we're going to be reporting data to each other in real time, again, unprecedented. You add to that the fact that the numbers that are being put together, the budget behind it. I mean, someone once told me, if you want to see someone, their level of seriousness, look at how much they invest in something. This mayor has said, I'm going to put $500 million into this people-powered public safety approach.
Well, we know the mayor is taking a holistic approach to his health. He's also looking at a holistic approach to this crime problem. And the focuses are on housing, early intervention, employment, less on law enforcement, as Jumaane Williams said. So what role will CCD, your organization, be playing in this blueprint? So
this is a human justice approach. When you talk about holistic approaches that involve community leadership at the center, that's our language. We're a human justice and healing organization. So all of our work centers around making sure that we go to the root causes of issues. I'm excited to see that what we started, I think, a couple administrations ago in pushing forward holistic approaches is now being funded, is now being acknowledged by the state, and the proof is in the pudding. Right now, we have to keep our eyes on accountability. We got to make sure that as this rolls out, that we, the general public, the community, are holding electeds and this plan to accountability.
We keep hearing this word accountability thrown around by city leaders, CEOs of agencies like yourself. How do you actually keep city leaders accountable in this plan?
Well, the beautiful thing is that, you know, we say everyone has a part to play in public safety. Well, everyone has a part to play in the accountability process. So you have the public advocate, Williams, you have the governor herself saying she is invested in this on more than a financial level. So again, unprecedented in that we are going to be meeting regularly and consistently. And listen, the mayor said it himself, we're perfectly imperfect. So there will be hiccups, there will be things that we have to sort out and work through. But I understand that together we can make something happen that this country has never seen.
Now, you're no stranger to being a violence interrupter. You actually started your own gun violence prevention task force. Jumaane Williams giving you guys a shout out yesterday. What kind of programs does CCD offer the community?
So CCD has this equation that is extremely powerful and effective. We specialize in results in public safety because we work on human rights and human development. So human rights deals with the level of awareness in communities. The development component of this equation is about procurement and resources going directly into the hands of those most impacted and affected. Our methodology involves community engagement and mobilization, We work on system change, which is public policy work, and also individual transformation. So when you do these three things simultaneously, you see transformation in communities. And so we've been picked up by the federal government. The White House asked us to work in 19 cities to do this type of training and technical assistance. I'm happy that New York City has embraced a human justice approach and that the mayor is putting unprecedented, again, resources, putting his money where his mouth is. Now starts the real work, though.
What is the biggest challenge you're seeing on our streets, specifically in New York City?
Largest challenge, as is laid out in this plan, for me, is mental health issues in our communities. Also, chemical or substance misuse, chemical addiction is rampant in our communities. There's a mindset shift that has to happen when you're addressing the byproducts of marginalization and specifically violence.
Do you say that because there's not enough resources for mental health services?
So remember that equation. The resources are part of it, but awareness is a major component. Dealing with identity, right? Look at the racial wealth gap as an indicator of where we are and where we need to go.
One of the things that I always said when I was a police officer many years ago was that being reactive is fine, but if you're not dealing with the root causes of crime, then we're always going to be reactive. How soon can we see some of these policies and this blueprint really start to make an impact on the city?
So I would say we've already, right, in this unprecedented announcement yesterday, seen something that we needed to see. This work, again, is a culmination of years and years of work in the streets, research. All this has been compiled and harnessed by this administration. So we've already seen, but there's a lot more to be done. I think this summer, we're late into the summer, and that's unfortunate. But as we get into the fall and school comes back, you should see some of the metrics of not only reduction, but stopping of violence in communities of color. I mean, one thing that my organization is known for is stopping violence from happening 365 days plus.
I'll come out with you. Will you have me out at dismissal time?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, all right, we're making a deal. Kay Bain, thanks so much for coming.